That's how I feel. They're upset.
Let me ask you this. I have to ask you this because 50,000 more clicks just by me getting angry about it, right? So am I wrong for passing that along to the listeners of the show, or should I just completely ignore it?
Well, you're wrong, Marcus. Speak your mind. Speak how you feel. Because no matter what goes on, you got to speak how you feel. Speak your mind, Marcus. Keep it real.
Lawrence, I appreciate the call.
A motivation from Lawrence this morning.
How about that?
Yeah.
How about that? Let's speak your mind. Well, my mind says I almost want that investigated.
Yeah.
I want to know who's behind it. Who woke up or who last night said, you know what would be awesome? Would it really get the people going? Is people don't know about how Chris Mack ended up coming to Louisville.
I don't know. You get much more angry about the. I really don't read the Courier at all, so I don't really get angry about it. I don't even know what's in there. I don't even think I follow him on Twitter, but I don't really care. But yeah.
Christopher, I'm looking at your tweet right now, and it says the associated video with the story online is the Patino chat that was promoted and advertised heavily by the CJ. However, most of the article is praising Mac.
There you go.
Well, thank you for that, Chris.
It's good.
That ain't the point, because Steve doesn't read the title. Steve read the article. And who actually reads in it? That title is what gets you.
Sure.
So even person that doesn't click on it just left with he just started off his day.
No, that's fair. But I don't know. I mean, I'm not letting stuff like that. Look, I think there's an excitement building this week.
I know. Thank you for helping me.
For Louisville Live, for different things. This court sucks. It's like sounding like.
Are you holding it?
Yes, because it's got like a short or something.
Is that the one that was? We're derailed. Don't let the court derail you either, Steve.
That sucks.
You're saying we're excited.
No, I think there's an excitement building for Friday night. I mean, for Louisville Live, I think a lot of people right now. I mean, the vibe I get on the streets, man, is I think that thing's going to be filled up really nicely, and bringing in, and I don't think we need to understate this Aiden Agahan recruitment. Okay, we'll get to football and stuff here in a little bit because we got more to talk about there. But sometimes we shy away from a recruiting thing. I think
no. We're trained to shy away from recruiting.
Yeah, no, that's
we're trained to ignore recruiting. We're to plug your ears and stick your head in the sand when it comes to especially recruiting battles.
Right. And this Aiden Agahan thing, I mean, Chris Mack.
This is your baby.
I know.
This recruiting process is your baby, Steve. I want to ask you to do this. Can you give everybody the conversation that you gave me in basically the tactician?
I will not do that.
Really?
Yes, I will just shut that one down on air. So,
okay.
No, I will not tell you what I told you.
Okay, keep going.
But I will tell you.
That's fine. You let everybody down.
I don't care. They're not coming after me. Yeah. So, but I mean, the way Coach Mack has went after Aiden Agahan. I mean, look, Aiden Agahan is Chris Mack has went to see him. This is a 5-star caliber
What's more
kid.
important, the player or the stick your flag and conquer this one?
The stick your flag and conquer this one. This is a guy who's from St. John's. Calipari's out here visiting the guy. This is a guy who's
allegedly
one of the top No, he took a picture with him.
No, that was one of those cardboard cutouts.
Oh, sure. So, I mean, this is a kid.
You were so disgusted with me when I said that.
I know.
That's how serious you are about this conversation.
And this is a kid that Chris Mack has said, and it's public knowledge. Hey, I visited the kid. I went to Ireland to visit his mom. Chris Mack is visiting.
That's a big risk too, Steve. It's a big risk to say, I put all of my effort, all of my resources into this kid, and you know
And you know Kentucky wants him. You know that the big schools want him. And you're saying, I don't care. Chris Mack's saying, I don't give a crap. Calipari wants this kid.
And I want y'all to know these other schools want him. I am not doing this under
bringing
wraps.
this kid into our Louisville Live. He's going to see him today. I'm seriously. I mean, like this is Chris Mack saying, yeah, no, I'm going. I'm in.
Does Christy Mack know she never stood a chance?
Probably.
Look, she's probably the most confident in his recruiting than anybody on the planet.
Yes.
I don't know what but he's relentless.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Sorry, I can't do it. But I mean, seriously, this is Chris Mack saying, dude, and you know what? You know who you haven't heard?
We haven't seen this in 20 years.
No,
maybe.
And to my point, I did a show,
maybe
and everybody well, not everybody, but some people pouted about it that wear a different color and cheer for a different color. Like when I was like, dude, you coach the guy again. You heard anything about Aiden Gayon in Kentucky anymore? Not a freaking thing.
Not much.
Not a thing.
And they have successful people who only just okay, people find it fascinating when they say, I listen to your show, Marcus, and I can't believe I can listen to you talk about basketball and football, field hockey, soccer all day long. Just Louisville, right? And for this to be such a successful show and have so many listeners and everything, like we don't do all these national, we could come in here and have all kind of national Tiger takes and all that stuff, right?
Sure. We
sit here and talk local, right? And keep people here 2 hours nonstop.
Oh, yeah.
TSL crazy,
yes.
Right? There's people in Kentucky who only talk recruiting.
Right.
And are considered successful.
Oh, yeah.
Just recruiting.
Sure.
Like even a recruiting site would have to, talk about some, a little Donovan Mitchell every once in a while. No, just recruiting is a successful endeavor. Even there.
Yes.
No, we're not talking about him.
No. And here's the thing. Aiden Gayon is the type of kid, actually not just Aiden Gayon, I think Williamson too. But
people.
Yeah.
Go look at more of Samuel Williamson. He's different.
Yeah.
He's different.
I think those are two kids that, quite honestly, and this is what I expected. When the Aiden Gayon stuff started, I'm going to be honest with you, and I don't think this is loser mentality. I think you'll feel me on this one. I said this is the type of kid that Mac should get in there with and just miss out on him. But it would show. But I would go, okay, Chris. Like, dude, Mac almost had him.
And like, just to backtrack 5 minutes, right?
Okay.
To what you're saying, I'll make it open. We talk about this guy, right? And when we see the tweets and the Instagrams and we see things like that, right? We start looking at the personality and we say, this kid's going to be hard to land. Because everybody knows that recruit that knows he's worth something.
And this kid was one who was he
enjoys it.
He loves the recruiting.
Yeah.
He's the type of kid that under Rick, we always use the line, that's not the type of kid we want. Because he loves
he enjoys.
Yes.
I mean, listen, part of us had to adjust to 2018. Everybody does a little something on camera, on their accounts that's off-putting to traditionalists. Because we both can turn into, why don't you spend more time in the gym and stay off the camera? No, Marcus, no, Steve. This is what you do. This was the moment of clarity when the Drake diss, quote unquote diss. We had to learn. No, they don't care about that kind of publicity. They hunt for that kind of publicity, right?
By the way, I feel like we should little song that he
made 3 of our 5 topics.
Yeah, they really did.
Yeah,
like that was kind of
that was their representation.
That's been the representation.
Okay, so we both agreed that Mac, if you think this guy's stringing you along,
right,
get out now.
Yes,
because you will take these flights.
No, and we kind of advised Mac to get out. Would that be fair?
Yes, me more than you.
Well, sure, but
because you loved his talent.
Yes.
I feared his personality.
Sure.
But I think that's our age difference that had me a little more grumpy guy.
Sure.
You know, and you were a little more kind of swaggy on this one.
Yeah,
but
even I would in a moment would say, man, this dude I think is just liking the attention that he's getting from Louisville.
Right. Right.
And maybe he still does. I mean, the kid hasn't committed here.
Yeah, I mean, and these kids, they're hey, Texas Nation, how about those follows?
Yeah.
And you're like, oh.
Yeah.
You know, every school that's recruiting you, you're shouting out their fan base for follows.
Sure.
Ugh.
I'm just saying though.
In my world, that's just,
but this is the kid that Mac, again, I'm gonna say, should have got close to getting.
He shouldn't be this far along.
David Johnson should be let's be honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
And I love David Johnson's game. Mm-hmm. You know, I've always been a fan of David Johnson's game.
Say it, Steve. Say it.
David Johnson should be the far and away best player in this class. He should have been the cornerstone of this class.
Say that again, because I don't think it went across the airwaves like it should.
David Johnson, and again, I'm going to do it again. I'm a disclaimer guy. I love David Johnson's game. I think a lot of people are questioning whether he can play point. I think he's going to play point. He's got that slow man. I know it's that slow man game, but I love David Johnson. And he is, you want to talk about sneaky athletic?
You get that ball up the court messing around with David Johnson and have to guard. And look, now your point guard has to guard him.
Yeah. Yeah. But he should have been. You should have had some close misses.
Yep.
But he should have been the far and away best player in this class.
You're not some people. This was not the plan. But since we're talking about it, and since maybe I feel like I have to balance out, that little tweet I saw this morning. But here's the thing: you're not supposed to have Samuel Williamson.
No, I don't think so. A kid out of Texas who
a Texas top player, right? Josh Nickelberry from North Carolina.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Jalen Withers from North Carolina.
Yeah.
Where is Coach Mack from? Where has it been his recruiting area? Midwest. You go in the East Coast, target 2 East Coasters.
Yep.
Bam, bam. That's almost more impressive than because if he came here and he, within the 3-hour radius, if he just knocked it out the park. Mm-hmm. You say, okay, he was already in on all these guys.
Yeah, these were guys he could
right. No, he wasn't in. I mean,
David Johnson.
Right.
Yeah.
He was throwing out fillers for these other guys. Now you get a Louisville job, and he says, no, I'm going for him.
Mm-hmm.
And you get him early commitments.
Yeah.
Let me get this phone line. Christopher, thanks for joining us on 93.9, my man. Fire away.
What's up? I just gotta be real here. Remember when Louisville fans used to make fun of Kentucky fans about talking about basketball season during football season?
One more time.
Remember when Louisville fans used to make fun of Kentucky fans talking about basketball during football season?
Remember when? Yeah, we do that all the time. What do you mean?
Yeah, she's on the other foot because Kentucky's good and Louisville sucks now.
Yeah, cool. Good call.
You finished? you got any more to add? No, don't go. No, get it all out. Hello? Christopher?
Cool.
You there?
No, seriously, tell him to call back sometime and we'll work on. No. I mean, there's certain people. I was like, look, I'll work on your trash talk game. Seriously,
that was bad.
I know, but
that was bad.
But you got to hear where he's coming from.
He got nervous, didn't he?
Probably.
He got nervous.
I'm not gonna.
Raven, 8150 93.9 is the number on 93.9 The Ville.
For the first time ever, Genesis Diamonds is bringing together